What's up? It's me, your friend Aspiring Spike. Can keep this one. As the time was saying, what deck when? You show your opponent the door sometimes. You can turn 2 door to nothingness them. It's like you win with door to nothingness or walking ballista with infinite mana from your there's a 4-mana artifact creature you can Karn for to get infinite mana with your Lotus. You also have an Emrakul in the main deck that can that helps you beat like the Necromentia effects on Karn. Helps you beat Mill. It's just kind of good. It's just like really easily castable too. Yeah, door to nothing. I know door to nothing is so funny, but like it's so funny that it fits, but it weirdly does fit in a deck that's playing Amulet of Vigor to untap the door, and then Timeless Lotus to make Wooburg so effectively. It's so weird, right? Okay, my opponent has suspended a Glimpse for tomorrow, which feels scary. I actually think I'd play Invasion of Ergamon. So next turn I can flip it with my Hexmage and then find a Might of Alara. And discard my Fury. Okay, so maybe we're also pinging this with Risen Reef. Sorry, pinging Risen Reef with Wrenn and Six, although that makes me a mana short of casting Invasion of Alara next turn. Yeah, Glimpse is one-sided. Although maybe I want a Might of Alara the turn after they Glimpse, which is going to be in 2 turns. Could just let them have a Reeve for a turn. I think I want a Hexmage. This way when I go for Invasion of Alara next turn, if I'm lucky enough to hit another Hexmage, I can copy the Truga Cliff Charger to get another invasion to invasion back-to-back turns. Hard Not to Ping represents a lot of permanents potentially. Yeah, but the thing is, like, this creativity is coming off next turn, which is killing it. I don't know. You may be right. So my next turn is just, like, not that powerful if I ping, too. You can cast this on your opponent's turn, right? There's no... Yeah, you should be able to. Yeah, we are gonna have to just overpower them, I think. Ugh. Well, this looks very fun. Okay, so I do want to play this end of turn so I can attack with my boar. Discard a Fable, probably. Maybe the Wrenn. And I guess we need to play around Force by pitching the Grief here. I'll take the Omnath. I think they may be able to cast that after doing their thing. White, black, red, blue. Definitely wanting to hit a Hexmage here, of course, which we are lucky enough to do. Cast without paying cost. Put in hand. And we're going to get to copy our Cliff Charger to get another invasion. So I'll draw 2. I'll destroy the Katria Charm. They're creativitying on their upkeep. Doesn't matter really which permanent. No artifact. Copy the Cliff Charger. I guess I could have put... Sorry. I should have put 1 counter on this Charger because they have the Fury. Damn it. We didn't find a land either. I guess I probably could, should, whatever. Grief the Fury. Seems fine. This deck looks very, very fun. Let me see if there's any obvious changes that I would recommend making. I don't know that this is a Fury deck, necessarily. Obviously, Fury is a fine card. But, like, in the same way, like, Murktide is a main deck, Fury, I feel like you are maybe missing, like the Undying synergies at the top end of the curve to want to play it. I think I'd be, like, more likely to play, like, Unholy Heat. I guess you're not that good at Delirium. Maybe Fury's fine, then. Can pitch Stitch in time. I probably played at least 3 Blood Moons. I think like Blood Moon locking your opponent's like the best way to get to do your thing. Oh, they bricked pretty hard, huh? I guess they got another Risen Reef. That was not bad though, overall. For us. They're also at 7, and we have 9 trample power in play. Yeah, overall deck looks super fun. Amazing FNM deck. Cyber looks pretty normal. I think that you could just get away with no graveyard hate. Just play more 1-mana counter spells for like Living End and Reanimator and Die to Dredge. But you know, Dying to Dredge is a time-honored trick. What are they gonna do? I guess they have to fight a Fury, but we just grieve to Fury. We have 9 trample power. All right, let's go. Okay, that feels good. Definitely Necromentia. Oh, I mean, expansion. How can I tell them to cut the expansion explosion? You should probably just play 4 Stitch in time, but you know what can I do? You got to play that card. First time this is a good reason to play expansion explosion when you're playing the coin flip copium tribal. I noticed that you're playing a lot of battles that aren't particularly good with Hexmage. Do you think that they're just good cards by themselves? So each of them make Hexmage better, having access to the battles. And I do think that in the Scam Shell, like the other battles, like the Rakdos battle card is just good by itself. This card is really important because it tutors your Invasion of Alara when you flip it, and also like ramps you into Invasion of Alara. I only really want to play any number of this card with Invasion of Alara. I could also play 4 of this and 3 of the Rakdos one. Leyline avoids so they don't loop the graveyard. I don't think that their version is looping the graveyard, from what I can tell. I could be wrong about that, though. Put it on the mold to 5. I'm probably going to turn 1 Hogak. Love to see them play Colony Garden so I can get some value off of it. Playing 4 Alaras could be a lot. Well, usually when you build your deck so hard around the card, you should play 4. Invasion of Alara is also, like, very, very good. I'm not that interested in cutting any copies. It's like, it is just the best card in the deck. Oh, there's the Colony Garden. Yeah, it also pitches to Grief and Fury. Mold of 5, Colony Garden, Wave Sifter. AKA the nuts. Although they still need land Cascade Spell. We'll see if they have it next turn or if they correct some clues. I guess we are gonna just Grief them, huh? Would have liked to cast this Invasion of Alara, but you gotta Grief them here. Oh, I was supposed to ping though. I was definitely supposed to ping. They're just at the 2 pings. Plus the Grief attacks. That's okay though. We'll ping up next turn, turn off fetch lands. Still in a spot where even if they do glimpse, we just have a Wrenn and Six in play. They're at 1 life. They're only 4 permanents. Is that the rain? Can y'all hear that? It was storming really bad last night. Poor Athena hates the storms. Yeah, it's calming down. Athena, you want to come in here? Okay, so she's with Esther. She always needs lots of love and care. Yeah, we saw the 7-mana Omnath. We griefed it actually. Lucy's here though. It's so funny. Lucy just like... Lucy has like a bad background. She had like a rough childhood. But she's just like chilling during the storm. She's just happy asleep. And Athena is like spoiled puppy. Super nervous during the storms. Alright, no lands, no keep. Been saying that a lot lately. Gonna go to 5. Since when have we had Lucy? It's been a while now. Like since September. Alright, pretty easy. Pretty good 5. Wrenn and 6 hands tend to be pretty good 5s. Grove of the Burn Willows, huh? Could be a Blood Moon deck, so I guess getting Forest is probably fine here. Probably should get Mire instead. Get Mire next turn, maybe. Oh, it scales. I should have probably guessed that. I just like haven't seen scales in a little while. I guess because the Zabaz is bug, but my scales scales is rejoicing with the Zabaz bug finally being fixed. Oh no way! We have Hexmage against scales. That's so funny. That's so funny. Okay, we'll let Wrenn take 4, down to 1. How's the box bug? It's not like a super fun one. It just like crashed and ended the game. Just like the game stopped working with Zabaz when you cast Zabaz. So I do think I'm going to scam. I could scam Hexmage itself too. But I want to get, you know, they probably have 2 good cards in their hand here. At least 2. Yeah, at least 2. Let's take Ravager and Ballista. And then we're trading Shaman for a Welding Jar? I think so. It's probably not going to get too much better. Can still cast Invasion next turn since we have a treasure token. Yeah, and if we can get Fable plus Hexmage going, that'll be pretty exciting. Although I suppose... Oh, they're playing the Ozlith. Yeah, we'll just let Wrenn and 6 die. Invasion, best top deck. Some other good ones too, of course. Another Fable's fine. Still gonna play my land though, so if I pay for ward, I don't need to use my treasure token. Kind of leave this Grief back to block this patchwork actually. Yeah, I know you can target your Fable with the Hexmage. It was not. We've done that this league, but it was not right that turn. So we're gonna play a 3/3 Ballista. This is bad. Oh, what? Oh, that's better, I guess. So I probably need to Hexmage the Ballista. Could also Hexmage. Yeah, I think it just has to be the Ballista here, unfortunately. So funny, though. And then I suppose we double block here, which puts me dead to another attack, but I think this gives me, like, outs to draw my Edict battle pretty effectively. Oh, right, I forgot about the second Welding Jar. Maybe this was... Maybe it was a punt. Drawing kind of slim. We do get a cantrip. I guess we have to draw exactly another Hexmage to even live. A little slow. Doc, 3 months, thank you. We do have 4 Path of Perils, 4 Leyline of the Void, and 3 Wear Tear we can bring in. I've been liking Leyline a little bit less against Scales recently. But I don't like the Edict battle very much. It has War 2. Yeah, but you could just still chump with the Hexmage. Is like why it was the only out. Not as exciting, right? Yeah, I think I'm just not gonna bring in the Leylines. What merit is there to playing Portable Hold in the Sideboard of Prowess? I mean, so you need white removal spells in the Sideboard of Prowess for some combination of Rest in Peace, Sanctifier and Vac, Murktide Regent, I think are the hard cards to answer. This is a close hand. Let's go to Mulligan. Man is a little wonky here. Wonky and dishonest. I mean, Path of Peril is like literally 3 mana sweeper against... It kills every single card in their deck. Obviously, like, they could Welding Jar something, but... What about Oust for right removal? I mean, removal that gains your opponent life in your Prowess deck is awkward as hell, but... I don't know, you could, I guess. Oh, the whole, like, yeah, Raffine's Tower, I like it when you get to go, like, Blood Crypt, Overgrown Tomb, Raffine's Tower. Your mana is just, like, so good looking. Yeah, Scales is finally back. They fixed the bug, it seems. It's funny, okay, it's funny that we're saying that they fixed the bug when it's, like, Zabaz is literally a bug. Okay, I hope we can find a land and turn 4, flip Invasion of Alara here. Yeah, 2 fixed decks facing off, huh? Yeah, when you Hexmage a Saga, it just, like, resets. I really want the land. Did find the land. Black, green, red, white, 1. Green. Black, green, red, white, blue, invasion. I will... Oh, we hit another Hexmage. It's really big. So flip this. We can even copy a Hexmage again if we want to. So I'll draw. I'll destroy your Urza Saga. I will have no artifacts to put in play, of course. I'm either copying Fable or I'm copying Vampire Hexmage. It seems like Hexmage is just like so weirdly premium against Scales. I'll just do that. Kind of awkward against the Ward 2. Big first striking wall here. Don't think we're attacking though. Pass back. Okay, going to game 3. Yeah, we reset Fable with Hexmage one time. Nice little small synergy there. Hexmage is weirdly great here. I can keep this. Fury's good against them. Okay, they have us Hardened Scales this time, though. Have some weird tears in the deck. Basically, every land we draw is a, a dead draw, though, because of the Wrenn and Six. Although maybe we'll end up pitching. Oh, they kept a one-lander. That's different for sure. Can maybe go ping ping. Hopefully they stumble again. What was match 1? How'd it go? We won. I think it was against Scam, right? Or wait, this is our second league with the deck. Maybe that was a different matchup. Could be misremembering. So 6/6 is a boss. It's pretty big. I like that this lets me flip next turn. They did also draw their second land, though, which is bad news. They fixed the whole card. So the front half, the advantageous, presumably the advantageous bug, which I believe it is bugged, where you're not supposed to be able to like cascade over a 5-drop, put it into your hand. We believe that's still a bug, and that is still not been fixed. But the rest of the card has been. The ability we can copy permanents now, which is awesome. Can maybe copy this if we hit a Hexmage. Black, red, blue, white, green. So I can't wait on the Undying Malice, unfortunately. So I think we're kind of just dead. Big brick. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think we could Fury the Arcbound Ravager to have a higher chance to survive exactly next turn. Although they sacked as a boss. No, I'm still just dead like any artifacts. Damn it. Damn it. You probably couldn't run something like this in Fire's Deck because it's 2-spell claws. Yeah, but also Fires ain't that good. Alright, dead. I was hoping to hit like Path of Peril, of course, as another like really good hit there. Okay, match 3. Don't like this hand very much. I think I'm gonna keep it on the draw though. Really good if we draw Undying card mostly. Land is fine. Wasn't Fearing the Ravager in the first place better in case you hit Hexmage anyways? I don't think so, because if we hit Hexmage, we want to flip our Invasion of Alara probably. I don't think that we want to. We would ever be like just Hexmaging their permanent first, unless I'm misunderstanding. And it's also like if we Fury the Ravager first, then all of a sudden Path of Peril, which we have 4 of in the deck, isn't just like this amazing hit. Arid Mesa. If they have a Wrenn and Six, we get to Invasion of Azgol, so we don't need to Fury. Likely creativity, that seems to be creativity. No Wrenn and Six though. If you Fury the Ravager, they would have sacrificed response. They would have 1 creature flipping Alara, would have killed the remaining one. Sure, but then I could just. But what's stopping me from just like seeing what I hit on Invasion first? It's like exactly the same. There's like literally no reason to do it first with that like argument. Like I still get to Fury target Ravager, and they still, no matter what they choose to do, will have 1 creature in play. In case you had Edict Battle, yeah, that was a reason. Sure. Yeah, not any value of this being in the yard. It's fine. Okay, we're looking to draw a red and green source for Invasion of Ergamon. We're looking to draw a Undying card. Ideally, like, 1 into 2, huh? Scalding Tarn exiled. Mom, 22 months, thank you. Yeah, I did board out the Edict Battle, that's right. I think I pitched the Grief. How goes the Magic today? It's going, for sure. Having a good time. Pretty easy choices with the Grief here. Happy to see Prismatic Ending, not Lightning Bolts in this particular spot. So again, looking to draw a land. Haven't drawn a land yet this game. Can't quite flip this next turn. We can flip it in 2 turns. Hopefully they're stumbling. Although I guess they could just Prismatic Ending the Grief. And then we're just in top deck mode. There it is, Mesa ending Mystery card. I guess like weirdly best case scenarios, they drew Wrenn and Six. I guess, but why would they ever play Wrenn and Six into the 4-power Grief? Yeah. I was thinking we could evasion it and then... Well, we couldn't even because they could get Dwarven Mine. I don't know, just classic overthinking, trying to find anything to say. It's an opponent who is in the tank. They decide not to use their Prismatic Ending. I am going to try to flip my Invasion of Azgol here, which doesn't do anything besides make them lose a life. Maybe is better to hold this for like a top deck creativity. But like if they do Prismatic Ending my Grief, I want to be able to pressure my Invasion of Ergamon potentially. I think it's unlikely they have a removal spell, but yeah, I like if I had their exact hand, Prismatic Ending, Binding, I would have definitely just gone Dwarven Mine, Prismatic Ending, Grief. I would not have taken this line. It does work out better for them though. Have I considered playing Omnath in similar battle version? Yeah, I don't know. It's like of course I've considered Omnath in the stack. But, I think it's better to be base Jund / blue white than it is to be 4 colors / black black for Hexmage. Yeah, I've considered playing Omnath. So then it's just a Prismatic Ending. Big draw step for me. Alright, well. If the deck's not going to give me lands, it's at least going to give me scams. Notably, can't Prismatic Ending this, so punish for using the Binding before the Pending. We may play a version with Omnath, but like, I honestly think a big part of the reason why people keep asking me about the Omnath version is because like that version I don't think that version works very well. Like I really think that you're way more incentivized to play like these black based cards than Omnath in this show. I could be wrong, but it is not easy to build at least. They need a second green, I guess? Yeah, I guess that would work, huh? Looks like they're trying to cast it and they're realizing it doesn't quite work. We got him on a 2-turn clock. Got an Undying effect. We're getting in. We've kept a lot of like 2 and 3 land hands today. Just like gone like 6 or 7 turns without drawing another land, but it's okay. Any merit to holding on to Fear and Dying since you have a chance of Creativity Archon? I mean, there's merit, but I don't think it's correct. They need like token plus creativity too. Seems way more likely that this just like wins the game. Okay, I mean, boo to Fairy. That being said, we can scam Fury back into play next turn. Boo, Spell Pierce. Damn it. Well. No random creativity last card at least. And we are now just a land away from... Sorry for the car. A land away from Invasion of Alara. I need to hit Hexmage if we do draw the land. They might pending my token. Damn. This means if I hit Hexmage, I have to kill Teferi. Let's do another card in the hand at least. We can't cast a battle with the Teferi in play, of course. We did draw the land, which is interesting. Guess I get a Blood Crypt. So looking for Hexmage to kill Teferi. I guess I'm looking for Hexmage. Looking to not get Spell Pierce. My opponent has Prismatic Ending as one of the 2 mystery cards. Oh, fuck. I can't cast either of them. Duh. Sorry. I don't know why I think I could cast either of them. I just get to put one into hand. Damn it. Third Teferi, too. It would have been awesome if this Teferi's on play. We get Hexmage, flip this, destroy Leyline Binding, get another Hexmage, flip either of our other battles. Ooh, Teferi. Yeah, Teferi also stops you from casting the battle. It's very, very good against Invasion of Alara. Hold this for Fable, I guess. No reason to activate Hexmage yet. If you ditch Teferi, you have to make other moves in the format. I think Von Everest would have to go. Yeah, people... I don't even really think Teferi polices creativity very much. Creativity is like too fast for like Teferi to actually be the super important lock piece against them. Especially when all the creativity... All the Cascade decks play for Force of Negation. Prismatic Ending instant. Yeah, but you can just instant speed sack the Hexmage. Although they did minus their Teferi. I don't know. I think that the argument, again, that Teferi is like this really important policing presence in Modern, I just don't think is that true. I think it's like, you know, not wildly off base. And it is nice that you have the Hexmages to kill Teferis in this deck. Got some good draws. Opponent's hand is Prismatic Ending 3 mystery cards. One of them was just a Wooded Foothills. Could definitely have an Archon in their hand, so maybe they'll get a Black Source and cast that next turn if they have another land. Could have more Prismatic Endings, could have more lands, could have like Spell Pierce. I have a sadly uncastable Invasion of Alara. I think I fetched okay this game. Any fetch land lets me cast it. Not always going to be able to cast your woo-boo cards. Painful game. They did get a Black Source, which makes me think Archon is coming, but maybe post-combat. Painful game. Alright, Hexmage off the top is our only out. Wrong card. Could grieve for info, but they're just playing creativity. Yeah, bug is confirmed fixed, though. Okay, bringing in our Necromentias. I actually want to keep in all of these so that I can edict their Teferis, hopefully. I want to keep an Invasion of Amonkhet to try to copy Archon. I think I'm down to trim a Fury, a Ergamon, and a Fable. Just trim. Yeah. The at least like it's playable. There's still the bug where you're putting cards into your hand, although unclear if like Daybreak even thinks that that's a bug. Honestly, I kind of wish it worked that way, where you could like put a land or you could put a Fury into your hand, or I wish it was supposed to work that way. Yes, Nick. Yes, I think so. Like the Rhinos living in have a strong check, like Teferi, with Teferi turning off so much interaction is noxious. Yeah. I also really don't think Teferi is like that strong a check against Cascade anymore. They just have like 4 Force Negation, 4 Dispute. They have Gemstone Caverns. They have winning the die roll to all just like make Teferi a turn too slow. Sneep. That's crazy. Get to go turn 1 Grief, turn 2 Fury. Could actually go turn. Is it better to go turn 1 Fury? It is better to go turn 1 Fury since they're just like not going to have a answer for this. Thank you, Griff. All the judges say it is a buggy, and I believe there's like rulings too. This is, I guess, worse against Veil of Summer specifically, but even like they're still under a lot of pressure even with Veil. Interesting. None of their hand does anything, but I'll take the 2 cards that do the most things, which are Fable and March. March is really weird to see. Like, they don't have very many white cards at all. Like, I wouldn't have boarded it then. Yeah, so they need the top deck binding. And, like, exactly binding? I guess Bolt maybe gives them a term. Maybe my opponent will skip through their attack step. Maybe my opponent will skip through attackers. Oh, dang it. Damn it. Darn. Okay, let's go to game 3, I guess. Well played, Spike. Well played. Well, I mean, I don't know. I feel like maybe like 2 months ago I wouldn't have played the Fury first. Maybe that's just me not playing a lot of Scam. But I feel like at least the decision to play the Fury first was not level 1. It was like maybe a level 2 play. I think having a new card type as battles are a smart idea, or maybe battles similar to Saga, they're merely an enchantment. I like the idea of making battles their own card type because it gives you more opportunity to build different kinds of battles. So like remember, like these are sieges. These are all sieges. But like right now these are all battles where you're playing offense trying to kill them. There's also having different kinds of battles where you're playing defense, where like other things happen. Maybe those could also just be enchantments, but then it's weird where you have like enchantment, battle, siege. It's like 3 types, right? I think that's why it has to be its own type. Yeah, once you're confident enough to turn 1 Fury, then you get a lot better. It's a big level up moment for sure. From the release notes of Mom about Invasion, if you exile 2 non-cards, mana 4 or less, or cast one of them, the one you don't put into your hand will remain in exile. And if you exile only 1 non-card mana 4 or faster, put the option to cast it if you don't put it in your hand. Yeah, I guess, like, is there, like, a more specific ruling? I don't know. We don't have to keep dancing back and forth on this forever. I'll just keep operating under the assumption it does not work and it's bugged until proven otherwise with like something more explicit. Regular battles are defended by the player who casts them per Morrow. That's kind of a funny. Yeah, my opponent has Spell Pierce, which sucks. It's kind of a funny thing because like these so far these are the regular battles, you know. Well, I'm gonna cast it. Could be a sick bluff. Is it Bolt? I kind of feel like they're just bluffing Spell Pierce. Love it. I hear Lucy snoring. She's so loud. Well... I wish I had any other card here. I'll draw Fury or Grief, I don't know. But even then, I kind of want to wait to scam. Yeah. That's a nice draw. I can go Hexmage. I guess they don't have we have no creatures in the yard for me to copy though. Besides the Hexmage, huh? Yeah, it would be awesome to hit Archon there. Yeah, level it up to 4/4. Yeah, I guess kind of unlucky too. Maybe I guess this is in play. Not unlucky that they didn't choose to just play into this flipping by discarding an Archon, even if they had it. Did I not keep an Invasion of Azgol? This one? I have 4. Really important to kill Teferi. To a lesser extent, Wrenn, I guess. Oh, they do only have 1 more Dwarven Mine. That's kind of fun. Yeah, iteration and creativity is seeing more play. I mean, it's obviously fine. It's like not like a big deal to play it, but I think it's kind of weak compared to other options. It's just like at its worst in creativity compared to any other iteration deck. Teferi counters the flip side of battles and counters all of the Invasion of Alara. I guess you get to put a card in your hand if there's a Teferi in play, but at least Hexmage kills Teferi. They exile Veil of Summer. And other players do just have the attitude, oh, iteration's broken, I'm going to play iteration, which is definitely like a reasonable take to have. One of the issues you end up having a ton of lands and nothing to do. Iteration helps with that. I usually think arguments like this, iteration's good when you have tons of lands and nothing to do, sucks, I guess. It's like, I don't know, it's like... Yeah, every deck wants a card draw spell when you're flooded. Maybe creativity is more prone to flooding, but for me, I kind of feel like the main thing with creativity is that it's like kind of easy to get yourself in a spot where... So if I get Overgrown Tomb, you actually have to play Blood Crypt if I want the Feign Death up. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't like it that much. It's like... Yes, card draw spells are good when you're flooded, you have nothing to do. But, like, also, like, the iteration can be anything to do, right? It can just be any good spell. And that'll give you something to do. But again, like, I don't think iteration is bad. I think it's just suboptimal. I think they're like... I would play, like, anything else. That's reasonable. But, like, it's not unreasonable to play. So I cast... Wrenn. Target the Hexmage with Feign Death. And then I think I just kill the Wrenn, right? I don't mess around with like invasioning right now. But I put in slot. I mean, there's like a billion creativity lists out there. Like there are Jund versions, there are the 5-color versions. Like I don't need to. I don't know exactly like what my 75 would be, but like there's several like really reasonable versions that exist without iteration. I think among the limited options, iteration's best by being suboptimal. Like Fire Ice and Prismari Command. Oh, yeah, like Fire Ice and Prismari Command are both cards I'd play over iteration. Prismari Command especially. It's just like... It's just such a good setup card. And for me, I always feel like if creativity could just survive to turn 4, turn 5, you're golden. You have such a good late game. And like Prismari Command's really good at that, while also like setting up for like fast creativity X = 2. Can we ambush the token by hitting the battle? We could, but I think I'd rather like be able to play against another removal spell on the Hexmage, if that makes sense. So my opponent's already used 2 Veil of Summers. I am gonna grief here though. Let's pitch the Feign Death in case they have a Spell Pierce or something. Okay, so we're gonna get Sacred Foundry. Already have Hexmage in place, so we get to flip this. For sure. So cast this. I really wish I could just put this in my hand, but I'm gonna treat it as if it's a bug for now. It does feel like there hasn't been a lot of like explicit rulings on this though, so you know it's fine, but fine for now. Prismari feels like a weak magic card to me. It's only good at setting up early XT creativities. Yeah, it's we don't have to go back and forth over and over, but I would play Prismari Command over Iteration. You could play Iteration instead. It's not like a huge difference either way. But Prismari Command is also not very weak, and it fits in the deck really well, but helps you play a control game plan better too. Okay, so I'm going to target myself here to draw 2. I'm going to target their Reflection to kill. Obviously no artifact. Copy my own Reflection, I think, over the Invasion. Yeah. Okay, we know the last card is a dud. We can play this and flip it to find another Invasion of Alara next turn, maybe. Hopefully they're not top decking super well. I came for fixed Alara. Well, the other thing's fixed at least. Okay, thank you, Nordic. Yeah, that's what they've always said. I mean, creativity off the top is definitely going to toast us and roast us, but if we can just dodge it for one more turn. It seems like we're not being toasted or roasted quite yet. Invasion of Azgol is pretty bad on this board. I think I'm discarding that, and Wooded Foothills. Fury is pretty good on this board, so let's maybe just discard both lands. Could keep a land. So definitely need to make sure I sequence this well. It's gonna be a tough turn. Their hand is land mystery card, or no? So they played. Hold on. Their hand. Did they get back Dwarven Mine with Wrenn? They did, right? Yeah. So their hand is. They do have a mystery card. Could be a spell. I do want to flip this turn. Yeah. So I think we can just start off with Fury, pitch Fable, wipe their board. Just, let's see. Let this resolve first. They'll discard the Grief to this invasion. And then, I guess maybe it could be better to flip this and just get a 4/4 Hexmage. Let's see what we draw off this, I guess. I mean, I've got Hexmages for days. Yeah, let's just go after the Invasion of Amonkhet, target them. Maybe actually get back the Grief. But their last card isn't relevant. If their last card was relevant, like any reasonable card would have been cast. So I guess I shouldn't grief them. Can just get a beefy 4/4 Hexmage into play. And then play another Hexmage. I could play all of them, I guess, but maybe I need a card in hand to discard to the backside of this for another Invasion of Alara. Why do they make tokens able to transform word change? That's how like the Phyrexian stuff works. I know it is kind of weird, right? Grindy game. I mean, yeah. I think you just keep these on the play, but maybe mulligan on the draw. Do you have a pupper behind me? I have one to the left of me. They've been rotating in and out. Alright. She's been snoring kind of loud. Alright. Go! 4/4 double strike. Go. Give me a fast victory so I can eat lunch. Yeah, I saw your comment, Adam. We'll see. I might do a tweet about it. There's definitely a lot of conflicting reports. Such a weird card. It's way too much text on Invasion of Alara. Okay. Fetch Shock. Stomping Ground. Mid-Might. Oh, I'm sorry, opponent. Do we wait a turn ever? If we just draw another scam card, how embarrassing would that be? Yeah, I think it works the other way on Arena. I'm not 100% sure, though. Does anybody in chat like Fury? Yeah, I gotta keep the wonky decks honest. You know what? We might lose this game. That would be fine, right? I don't know if they have Chatterstorm here. Wow, they do. Their hand was really good. They could have died. If their last card's Dino, they could have Dino'd me without the Fury. Oh, wow, I was drawing a scam card this turn, too. Wow. I don't know. I don't know how bad they're doing exactly. So we have them in the Abyss. So if their last card is a Dino, we're in bad shape, and they always have to leave a creature back to block, which they're not great at, but they can hit me for 5. They drew another Burning Tree. Are we dead to, like, Reckless Bushwhacker? No, that's not 17, is it? But we're losing to Reckless Bushwhacker unless we draw 3rd Fury. Okay. We might lose this game. Okay, this having double Edict here is gonna help some. So they lose a squirrel, they block with a squirrel. Yeah, they don't even know we're 5 color. No, they do. We pitched Invasion of Alara, actually. Pitched 2 of them. Oh, they sacked the wrong squirrel. Edicting on Fury and dying. Does that work? That does work. Wow. Yeah, so that's -1 damage for them. Bushwhacker was 16. Yeah, Bushwhacker would have been gnarly there. Epicer me down to 10. Could attack me down to... They're attacking me down to 6. Okay. Gonna be a very close one. If we draw a land, it's easier because we do just get to scam the Fury again. Classic Triumph. Do we pump the brakes here? It's awkward because pumping the brakes means I'm blocking here, I go to 1. And also Edict them. Why not attack 5? What? Oh, why not attack with 5? Yeah, they should have. They're scared of a removal spell. They're scared of a removal spell. So I can play around nothing, or, well, it's not exactly nothing. So I block here, I take 4, go to 2. Any other creatures they play, I get to attack, kill 1 creature, then scam 4 toughness worth. Yeah, we would be dead if they had played correctly. Fury is a fair card. No. Look, we're like, we should have lost, even through all of this. Fury is fair, actually. Be dead to an Epicer. I can't beat an Epicer no matter what, so I'm dead if I attack if they have Epicer. Dude, Fury sucks. What? They have Fury. Oh, that's awesome. How do you beat Fury? Just like that, y'all. That answers your question. This card's awful. Should have trampled too. Yeah, draw nothing but gas. That's awesome. Necromentia Dino. Yeah, not in this matchup. Yeah, it's really Chatterstorm, that's the problem. If anything, Fury is keeping Chatterstorm in line. What do you think the best Atraxa deck is? I don't know. I mean, I think that Esper is like the established version, and then like Mardu has some potential, and it's probably not too much more complicated than that. I remember like when I was very first learning to play Magic, I was playing with my friend Dalton, and I had a Risen Sanctuary that I opened from my pre-release pool. Risen Sanctuary is a 7-mana 8/8 Vigilance. That's the entire text on the card. And my friend Dalton kept trying to convince me that Risen Sanctuary was bad. I wouldn't listen. 7-mana 8/8 Vigilance, this seems crazy to me. And then I played against Lingering Souls, and I was able to, like, my opponent's token deck, and I was able to just, like, attack, block a ground token, attack, eat a token, block a ground token, over and over again. And I won. Risen Sanctuary won me the game against my friend's tokens. And it was good the hard time. Yeah, I started an RTR. I thought about more shells for Alara. I mean, the shells aren't going to be, like, that different, basically, no matter what you do. I would like to play an Omnath build, but the Omnath builds don't look very good to me every time I try to build them. Yeah, Risen's like, it's also an elemental. Needs Convoke. Yeah, I do like that this deck has pretty good mana. Again, you could fix the Triumphs or do them differently. It's not going to be a huge deal either way. But that is definitely a big selling point about this build compared to an Omnath build, is your mana is a lot smoother. Game 3. I mean, they beat Fury last time. Maybe they assumed I was going to scam it. Played 7. I have a Polar Kraken in my Slimvada EDH deck. I have all like the terrible sea monsters. Adding Alara and Bring to Light. So like, this has been suggested a few times. Like, Spike, what if we play my Invasion of Alara in a Bring to Light deck or with Golos? And it's just like, you just can't have more than 4 or 5 drops in modern decks. Probably, maybe you could get me behind like 5 or 6, but it's like you can't find Invasion of Alara off Bring to Light. I don't know. And again, like one thing to really remember is like Invasion of Alara is really good with Vampire Hexmage. Being able to play and flip it immediately is awesome. This card has 7 defense, so it is just not a really realistic card to flip without Hexmage. Or if Aether Snapper, something. Ooh, This hand's so good if we draw a land. I'm gonna mulligan. Why not Vindicate? Vindicate doesn't work to flip Might of Alara, or Invasion of... I keep calling it Might of Alara. Invasion of Alara. You need to remove the counters, you can't destroy it. Yeah, if Unholy Heat could hit battles, it would be... bad. Okay, keeping this one, putting back the Grieve. When I kept that 0-lander on the draw against Elves, did I have 2 or 3 Furies? I think I had 2. Yeah, Amulet's a little bit different, huh? When you're casting your 5 drops on turn 2, it's a bit different. Oh man, okay, that's just a misclick. Just a misclick. Damn, I classic say one thing, do another. Yeah, it was probably 2. Maybe I'll draw a scam card and just get rewarded anyways. Did not. Yeah, even if they go Bushwhacker, I can... taking 8 is tough, but... Oh, yeah, I'm probably supposed to Fury. It's close. But they're not super likely to be able to Dino me this turn. And if I'm only taking 3, I think taking 3 getting to kill another creature is kind of cool. But maybe it's just too risky. Too likely they Dino me. Kodo, 31 months, okay, thank you. Okay, I'm going to feel super vindicated if I draw an Undying card. Although even if I don't, I get to kill 4, have a Vampire Hexmage blocker next turn. Favorite mom card at the moment? Dino? I don't really have favorite cards, I guess. But I do like the Dino. Yeah, I mean, Path is a bit awkward for Hexmage, but, you know, this is going to be my insurance policy if they have, like, a 3rd Gleeful Demo. Yeah, I do have least favorite cards. I do have least favorite cards. Just no favorites. Okay, get Esper trying with this, like, Mountain here. Hear Lucy groaning and stretching. What a baby. What tier deck is Sultai Asmofood? I usually think about tiers in terms of popularity, but I think the Sultai Asmofood deck is a good deck. I think food decks in general are underplayed, powerful, viable. They have a high learning curve, though, and they also get, like, you know, it's hard to beat 2 sideboard cards sometimes. Oh, yeah, Hexmage is good against the Dino. That is funny. 2 cards in their hand. Reckless Bushwhacker. Take 6. I do think I'm going to Grief this turn. See what we draw, I guess. Kind of expecting to see Dino as the last card. Yeah, they're playing my list, like they said in the chat. They're playing the green splashes for Imperiosaur, which they would have been able to cast had it not been for the Fury. Although honestly, even if they, I guess yeah, they're gonna have a hard time casting it this game. They would have to do what? Yeah, they can't. Not even like Rebirth, Sex Star into Green Source is enough this turn. Invasion of Alara? Ooh. Dirty top deck. Even better than Invasion of Alara, maybe. Hard to see my opponent coming back from this one. No, I could cast Alara. I could get Sacred Foundry. I can't now that I've gotten a basic. But now I don't need to. No real reason to sack Instep if they don't have any instants like my build had. Just better take your draw step there here. Epic Card to Blast. Yeah, I mean if they're playing the Dino version, they probably don't have that, but that is what it would take here. Gotta keep the wonky decks honest, huh? Although we're not attacking for lethal. So I think holding it back blockers to not get like reckless bushwhacked is correct. And then like Path of Peril means like no amount of blockers can be able to let them live next turn. Yeah, they need to be sacking this in their turn. Duke, given 17 months, thank you. Spatu with the 29, thank you as well. Oh yeah, we can cleave. That'd be fun. Give our opponent the dog. GG's. You know what? One thing too, it's like this happens a lot when I brew around a card for the first time. Like my first build is like oftentimes like the best build, and then I get kind of riddled with content brain. I'm like, okay, we need to find other shells for the card, and and it's like we find 3 worse shells. But maybe there's a slightly better build. Like maybe just like lessen on the battles, like you're cutting these. But like I really do like the red green battle in this list. Like it ramps you for your Alara and then finds you Alara too. We have green, white pathway, Aether Vial. So I guess we're up against taxes. Yeah, but I guess you could like move away from the scam package, but the scam package does seem really good in the shell. Oh, Deeproot Wayfinder. Do I care about that at all? Don't really think so. That's fine. Very, like, really weird. This is the first time I'm ever seeing Deeproot Wayfinder in Modern. It is very weird to me that the first time I'm seeing it does not appear to be in Merfolk. Yeah, it does also seem like they're not playing fetch lands. So maybe the idea is that you can bring back, so you can go like Lean and Arbiter Beseiju, and you can keep bringing back your Besejus. That could be like the thought. Alright, let's see the trigger. Well, every turn there's a card I'm kind of surprised to see. So that's fun. Gets Cauldron. I'm going to discard, I think, my 2 non-fetch lands. Need a fetch land for... I could maybe go double Invasion of Azgol plus Pitch Fury to wipe their board. I guess if they have a 2-drop, though, that's pretty bad. So we'll just cast Invasion of Alara post-combat. It's kind of hard to go with, or go wrong with casting Invasion of Alara, I have my experience. I guess we get Sacred Foundry this turn, and then we can get Breeding Pool next turn. If we feel like we need to cast another invasion. Yeah, main deck Dranath would be tough. Well, we need to hit a Hexmage before we can flip this anyways. Obviously, that's what we're hoping to hit here. Oh, Mana Tithe. Whatever. They can. You gotta let the Mana Tithe do sometimes. Okay, they're vialing in response to this trigger. Why was that not already in play? I just don't understand. It's fine, I guess. I guess that's fine. And then they didn't protect it. That's also fine. Two, three. Another token. Pretty good value. Then let me Grief, take their Cauldra, and then maybe play second Grief, maybe not. Can you activate Hexmage with Evoke trigger on the stack to copy? Yeah, you can. In this spot, I need to kill the Thalia, though. Or try to kill the Thalia. Like, if I thought they were just going to tap the Giver, then I'd Fury, kill Giver, Stoneforge, then flip Alara next turn. But they just, like, clicked OK. But also, like, how do you're supposed to, usually you're supposed to just Violent Thalia immediately, instead of, like, letting your opponent pass the 5-drop. It's so weird that that was in the hand there. It really threw me off. I should have Fable, because of the 3 drops. Yeah, cast Violent Stoneforge Mystic. Yeah, that's actually just even better, huh? Is that called Invasion of the Invasions? If you want it to be. Deck name's got to be natural, you know. Makes sense to wait till you use Wrenn and Six. Yeah, but they could have protected with Giver. But I guess Wrenn and Six was their thinking, huh? Yeah, but hey, hedging against Fury. Yeah, sure. I guess it's maybe better than I think. Just surprised me, I guess, to see the Thalia come in that late. 10 like auto loses to Leyline and Arbiter, but probably not one I'm gonna mulligan. I mean, we could just draw Fury, huh? Although Giver into Arbiter, good beats. So they do get Cauldra. Guess we're gonna Edict next turn. Let's see what we draw, I guess. Fury would be good. Sorry, Grief would be better though. So they sack their Giver of Runes and they hit me with Cauldra for 5, down to 13. I probably need to go Overgrown Tomb for Fable so I can leave the out of casting Invasion of Alara on turn 4. We'll see. Don't need to get too ahead of myself. Yeah, I don't really want to get a basic because of the Ghost Quarter, potentially. Maybe it was fine too. Just one less damage. Although it all counts for sure. Hopefully we have a good good couple cards of Fable. We'll see. Down to 6. 5 cards in my opponent's hand. Also, that card's really good against me. That card is just really good, I guess. Fury pitch Wrenn. So I'm going to 1 life. But if I can flip this next turn, then I can find either Invasion of Alara or Invasion of Azgol to make them Edict, potentially. Could also maybe have drawn Invasion of Azgol right here. Did not get that lucky. Drawing a basic is kind of a funny draw, though, because I'm going to 1. And if we do get to flip Invasion of Alara, we can copy Invasion of Azgol, potentially. Although my opponent has 4 cards in hand, so it'd be kind of surprising if they just had no play. But Death and Taxes can always surprise you like that. Fortune is really good, though. Fortune is going to protect the battles really well. Archon of Emeria almost definitely ties it up, and I think we're going to go to game 3. Yeah, let's go to game 3. We have 3 basics, one of each of the Jund colors. Okay, let's just go to game 3 here. Have I seen the Omnath, Elish Norm, brought back Decklist, the Wrenn and Six, Skyrim, Rude? Yeah, that was my deck. Yeah, that one was me. I saw it though. I did see it when I was putting it together. But yeah, nobody owns X. Right. Yeah, I like the deck. It did well on stream too. It definitely did well on stream. Oh, I should use Verdant Catacombs because maybe I want to get Sacred Foundry with this, and I can't with Catacombs. Nice to not just be super cold to Arbiter. Alright, pass back. Oh, I thought did Saffron all 5-0 with Shieldred? I thought he lost playing for the 5-0. It's pretty cool. Alright, down to 13. Porter Frexia card in the deck. I think it's just 2 win more. It's like only good when you're flipping Invasion of Alara, and like those are situations that you should just be winning anyways. Okay, I guess Hexmage, Catacombs. Pass back. I can Feign Death my Hexmage and then flip this, put a counter here, which is like about as good as... Oh no, I can't because of the Sanctifier and Vec. Exiling the Hexmage. Never mind. Yeah, Archon of Emeria is like hilariously good against us. I guess we should have played the Overgrown Tomb, huh? Yeah, you can flip battles on your opponent's turn. Also really bad for us that the Sanctifier and Vec gets around Path of Peril. I might want to... Yeah, I think I need to reset this. Can't do that because it means casting spells same turn. Oh, right, because you cast the battle. Right. Okay, well, maybe getting taxed. Why does it get around Path of Peril? Oh, you know what? We can cleave, can't we? Usually 3 mana gets around Path of Peril. We are, weirdly enough, in cleaving situation. Yeah, you can't flip battles if Teferi's in play, sadly. Sanctifier gets surrounded. Oh, I meant Archon. Or sorry, I meant Archon gets surrounded. Obviously, you play Path for Sanctifier. But I could get white with just by attacking with the Shaman, right? Okay, Path of Peril, cleave time, baby. We have 4 of them in the deck. Dead. Can't scam. Not that it would matter because of pro red, pro black. Okay, all right, 3-2, 2 leagues in a row. Obviously not bad. 10-5 overall with the deck. Deck I'm still enjoying, deck I'm liking. Would love to find a different shell. Kind of worried that if we play more Invasion of Alara, they're not going to be as good as this one. Lots of fun. Glad we got to play some more of it. I will definitely be playing some Scales now that the Zabaz bug is finally fixed tomorrow. And then something else, obviously. But that is it for me today. And then let's raid Honorog, who seems to be playing Fairy Mastermind in Legacy.
Else is kind of like whatever.
Which is a card that I wish was better in Modern, but I think is more of a Legacy card. Kind of like the Shark. Okay.